Well, 2020 has been one hell of a year, hasn't it? And let's be honest here, not in a good way. We've had the largest global pandemic in living memory. Being put into lockdowns, not being allowed to see our friends and family, and have heard of countless people losing their lives every single day. It's not been all doom and gloom though, because we've had some top games and even a brand new generation of consoles, so this is a year that gamers will never ever forget. Now, this video is designed to be a happy video about the best we've had this year, so without further ado, I think it's time to get into the Huntman Productions Game of the Year Awards. This is Games to You. Okay, let's start off by being controversial. Call of Duty comes out every single year and is almost as expected as being taxed. I am personally completely bored of COD at this point, and especially when it was announced that they were remastering Modern Warfare, I honestly couldn't care less. With all that being said, when one of my mates asked me very nicely to download a 100GB game because the Battle Royale was amazing, I thought, well, sure, why the hell not? And what a decision that was. This game is incredible. Verdansk is a perfect playground to have a 150 player battle royale, and of course shooting is top notch because that is what Call of Duty is known for. Sure, there are a few bugs and you always find campers everywhere, but in a weird way that adds to the uncertainty of the game, and that's just amazing. I really didn't see this one coming, but I'm so glad I tried it and I still play it now. Call of Duty Warzone is my surprise of the year. This one was really difficult to give because I couldn't think of what came out this year and I couldn't think of any action games I played at all. Then it hit me like an absolute brick. You could say even like a demon. So what I'm basically saying is I completely forgot Doom Eternal came out this year, and well, it gets this award completely by default. Don't think, however, that it doesn't deserve an award, as Doom Eternal is totally crazy. The game is more unrelenting than Doom 2016, and it improves on the movement, which is outstanding now. To top all this off, this game is so well optimized that it runs outstandingly well on just about any modern computer. But if you do manage to get it on some good hardware, then Doom Eternal will look like one of the best games you've ever played. Spider-Man 2018 was simply put the best Spider-Man game ever made, and due to him being my favourite superhero, the best superhero game ever made in my eyes. So with all that being said, imagine how good it feels to play Miles Morales, where Insomniac Games has improved on the original in every single way. The story is great, combat is fun, and the swinging is actually perfect, meaning this game gets the award admirably. Miles Morales has made me so excited for the next Spider-Man game that I really can't give more praise than that. In fact, I have one more bit of praise, and it's something I said in my review. This is the best launch game that Sony has ever had.
Man, I still can't get over that suit. So cool.
Gotta be me.
Yeah, you do.
Pete, does this job ever get easier?
Some of it, yeah. Some things never get easier, though.
Quite honestly, this award should be between 5 games: Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Last of Us Part 2, and Cyberpunk 2077. But with the visual bugs that Cyberpunk has, I simply can't include it at all. Doom looks great, but you need a higher quality system than I have for it to really wow you. And Ghost of Tsushima, it looks great, but it didn't wow me like I thought it would. That leaves The Last of Us and Miles Morales, and well, I simply have to give it to The Last of Us Part 2. Seattle took my breath away, from the rapids running through the centre of the city to the island when it was being attacked. To top it all off, I've never seen character models that look this good. It's just insane. Honestly, Naughty Dog has some seriously talented people working there, and every time they release something, they up the bar even more. Just like last year, my Family Game Award is simply just the Nintendo Award, and this year I'm not actually sure anything came out other than Animal Crossing New Horizons. I can't really say too much about this game because there isn't much to say. Everything in this game just works. It's cute, adorable, and damn right addictive. From needing to fish to completely landscaping your island, everything works well and it looks amazing. The only thing that could make this game any better would be if Nintendo made their online systems work better, but honestly that's a small nitpick to an outstanding game.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself.
This award wasn't even a competition, if I'm honest. I had a good think about it, and it came down to Cyberpunk 2077 and The Last of Us Part 2. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Cyberpunk has a great soundtrack. There really isn't any denying that, but at times it's too overwhelming, and it can even take you out of the game a little bit. The Last of Us Part 2 doesn't do that, and Gustavo Santaolalla has simply created a masterpiece in sound design here. Every sound is perfect, from the music that sets every scene to the infected that are truly terrifying. The sound of this game is truly masterful. To top all of that off, when Ellie and Joel play the guitar and sing, you feel every single emotion that they're feeling because their performances are so good. Honestly, this award came down to Warzone versus Fall Guys, and well, I just have to give it to Fall Guys. Having an online multiplayer game where it's just a game show was a stroke of genius, to be honest. No one has any kind of advantage, and the only thing that makes you win is skill, along with a bit of luck every now and again. But still, this game is just so good. By the way, shout out to the guy running the Twitter account because he is so damn good, he's amazing. Well, this one's controversial. The amount of people that saw the leaks of The Last of Us Part 2's story and instantly thought it was trash was ridiculous. People that actually played the game experienced one of the most expertly crafted stories in all of entertainment, not just gaming. The story of Ellie and Abby works on so many levels and has pretty much no plot holes. Honestly, Neil Druckmann and the rest of the Naughty Dog writing team have created something that will go down in history as a turning point in how games tell stories. The Last of Us Part 2 wins this award easily, and seriously, the only other game that I've played that has a story that comes close to this is The Last of Us Part 1.
Ellie, your mask! Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it off!
Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop!
What?
No! Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go! Go!
Now, if I'm being honest, at the start of the year, I'd already decided this award, and it was going to Cyberpunk 2077, but I've now had the chance to play it. To put it simply, I'm disappointed so far. Sure, the story seems good, and when there aren't bugs hitting me, the game looks great, but I just can't give it this award. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, on the other hand, has come out and, well, surprised me massively. The world is beautiful, the combat is fun, and the story is brilliant. This game just does everything well. Honestly, I think my only complaint is that I wish there was some actual ship combat, but apart from that, I'm more than happy to name Assassin's Creed Valhalla my RPG of the year.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this. No. I'm not gonna fight you.
This one is between two people. Laura Bailey for her portrayal of Abby and Ashley Johnson for Ellie, both in The Last of Us Part 2. The conflict and the chemistry that these characters have is incredible to watch when they actually meet. You can see that this is the two best in the business because they play their parts perfectly. For me, Laura Bailey just about edges this award. This is because of the two incredible character traits that she lets show through. Sure, you have this hard as nails exterior, the absolute focus on one goal, but then she opens up a little bit to Lev and shows a soft side. Add that to the end of the game when she's clearly completely broken, and not only do you have the best performance of the year, but possibly one of, if not the best performance in all of gaming history. Okay, I have a confession to make here. This award should go to Among Us, but it came out in 2018, so it can't even be included. I'm also gonna shamefully admit I haven't played Hades yet, but I'm gonna over the New Year period. With all that being said, this award goes to Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. The game is insanely fun and, well, rage-inducing all at the same time. It's basically Takeshi's Castle, the game, but with jelly beans, so it's everything I want from a fun game to play and just have a laugh with. I could honestly praise this game for hours on end, as every time I play it, I just simply have fun, and I really can't wait for the next year of this game. Well done, Mediatonic, you've done an outstanding job here. Well done, round of applause. This is one of the easiest awards of the year because I love aviation and Flight Simulator is a technical marvel. The reason I'm putting sports, racing and simulation into the same award is because they're basically all kind of simulation games in a way, and well, because I can. So back to Flight Simulator, and Asobo have created an entire world in a way we haven't seen before. The flight physics and systems are truly incredible and the graphics are, well, they're insane. This game changes the game forever, and honestly, this award is 100% deserved. Three strategy games came out this year that were up for this award: Imperator Rome, Troy Total War, and Crusader Kings 3. Basically, I'm giving this to Crusader Kings 3 because of the ridiculous depth that this game has. It's honestly insane how many different systems are at work in this game. Just one game could last you over 100 hours, and every time you play, it's completely different because you'll start of a different kingdom or province. And honestly, it's just amazing in every single way. few games have scared me quite like The Last of Us Part 2. The sections in the sewers and subway are just terrifying. The atmosphere is tense and the music and lighting work in a way that put you on edge too. Add to all of this the clickers and all of the infected that you have in the game, and it really is terrifying. Shout out here, by the way, to two kinds of infected, the Stalkers and the Rat King. Honestly, I both love and hate them because they really truly are scary. I was terrified. Few remakes have ever had the fanfare of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and wow, did Square Enix deliver on all of their promises. Now, this isn't a full remake of the entire game. In fact, it's only a fairly small section, but they managed to turn it into a 40-hour adventure that is, well, it's pretty awesome. Sure, the game has a little bit of padding, but it looks stunning, has a great story, great gameplay, and the nostalgia factor that makes this an amazing remake. Bring on the next part, whenever that is, probably like 2024. Oh boy, was this one difficult. On one hand, you have the final Last of Us Part 2 trailer, which to me was just perfect to get you hyped about that game. On the other, you had the Horizon Forbidden West, which looked insane with the sprawling environments and robot dinosaurs. Then you have the trailer I'm giving this award to, Far Cry 6.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe.
Holy crap, this trailer is incredible. You have a huge amount of tension that Giancarlo Esposito's dictator handing a grenade to his son to teach him a lesson about the country. You have the visuals which just really pop. And to top it all off, you have the acting of Giancarlo Esposito himself. Not much is given away here except for showing us the villain of the game and the tropical setting, but it was enough to get me truly excited about the game. If the dictator comes anywhere near to being as good as Vaas from Far Cry 3, then Ubisoft will be onto a real winner here. And the game that could be worthy of some more awards next year when it comes out. Well, here it is, the big one, the Huntman Productions Game of the Year. In the end, it was always going to be between 3 games. Cyberpunk 2077, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and The Last of Us Part 2. First of all, I need to make it perfectly clear that Cyberpunk simply has not lived up to expectations, and the way it released on last-gen consoles means I just can't include it here. So, it's between Miles Morales and The Last of Us. One is so much fun all the way through and just makes you smile, whereas the other is a storytelling masterclass emotional roller coaster. And the winner is...
the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all. In my mind, my gun, they comfort me because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come.
The Last of Us Part 2. The game is industry changing. The story, gameplay, acting, music, visuals, everything. Naughty Dog has created a generation-defining game again, and I really can't quite believe they pulled it off. The gameplay is a huge leap from what they've done before, and Seattle is the perfect place to experience it. If I'm being honest, this will go down as my favourite game of all time, and arguably one of the best games ever made. I really can't wait until a PS5 enhanced version and the multiplayer, just so I can go back and play it some more.
On the path of the right, 'cause I'm wrong.
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
So to finish off this video, I just want to say how much I'm looking forward to 2021 and hopefully the start of the end of this awful pandemic. 2021 is also the year we'll hopefully be getting some top quality games, and I really hope you'll join me for that. But in the meantime, I want to thank you so much for watching me this year and getting me to 50 subscribers, which really is amazing. I know I'm a small channel. And finally, thank you to Naughty Dog for The Last of Us Part 2. Thank you to all the other developers that made these incredible games this year. Thank you to Sony and Microsoft for some brilliant next-gen consoles. And above all else, have a Merry Christmas.
Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for you, love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly